Oh, and before I forget, everybody's in my comments like, oh, where have you been? Why haven't you been posting? Because y'all don't want to hear nothing healthy. Y'all don't want to hear nothing honest. Y'all don't want to hear me just want to dance. For real, if I get on here and I give a 10-minute story time about a time that a man did something wrong, a time that a man lied or cheated or manipulated me, or I tell you that nothing is your fault and the problem with dating is that all men are terrible and all men are cheaters and they just suck, the girls are eating it up. You can't stop the comments from coming in. It's likes on likes on likes on likes. Follow after follow after follow. But if I get on here and I say, hey guys, maybe we should focus on healing ourselves before we even consider dating. Maybe we should think about that. Or if I say, maybe you should think about your attachment style or his attachment style or everybody's least favorite piece of advice, which is everything that a man does not, it's not a direct reflection or indication of how he feels about you. Everything is not about you. People have lives. People have issues. People have their own thing going on, and it's not all about you. All of a sudden, it's crickets. All of a sudden, my video's not pushed anymore. All of a sudden, nobody's hearing me. That's why. That is why.
This has worked about twice, 50-50 chance, because it's only happened twice to me. So one time it worked, one time it didn't. Well, I guess it worked because they made their mind up, yes or no, and they said, a guy, I want to hook up, want to meet up. I don't want anything serious. Didn't ask for that. So basically you're saying you want to use my body. And I said, yeah, well, it ain't cheap. Pay up. Like, I'm not doing that for free. If you're going to use me, I'm going to use you. I have rent. I have bills due. I want to get my hair done. Okay? That's a lot cheaper and easier than getting a girlfriend. And then one guy was like, oh, I could get it for free. I'm like, go. You get what you pay for. Go and get it for free somewhere. I did not waste my time. Another guy was like, well, okay, I'll do this. I'm like, okay, good, negotiation. There we go. So, don't waste your time, girls.
Are we in alignment, fellas? We all agree that this is what it sounds like.
I don't know how to do this casual anymore. I just keep being wifey. This man could give no if I lived or died. But you like spaghetti? Canceled.
I see a lot of y'all are mad at my comments that I made to the woman that inboxed me. Number one, she pissed me off. I don't play that stuff about God. Don't send me no scripture saying that God sent you to me. That scripture said, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. I didn't find you. You found me. That's number one. Number two, I'm real intentional about my prayers. I have never once got down on bending knees and asked God to send me a woman that already has children. I've never done that. That's number two. Number three, all of y'all in the comments mad where you judge and this and that. I don't know no 20-year-old in his right mind. Let me say that again. I don't know a 20-year-old that's in his right mind that's going to accept something like that. I just don't. I'm educated. I got a lot going for myself. I don't need that financial burden and all that drama in my life. I don't. I'm too young. I got too much time in my life to get myself straight and to set myself up for stuff like that. When I do get married, I want to enjoy my wife for some time, and then we can enjoy some children. I'm not about to put that burden on myself. So, damned if you do understand me, and damned if you don't. Because I'm through with that conversation. Now, I'm listening to Mr. Ice Cream Man, and I'm about to go eat, and I'm about to continue to make money while y'all argue my comments. Thank you.
When women created, we beg for money when we try and get rid of a nigga. That's a good one. I met my first D1 manipulator. Y'all starting to get creative with the gaslighting. She's going pro for sure. First round pick. She's talented. That's Hall of Fame. I gotta be up there with I Still Hit though. That shit, clap it up. It's a hard move to beat. It's worse than a hezzy. It's a win-win for them too, because either you give them the money or you leave them alone. There's no way out of it. You're cooked. You're fried. Way to beat that shit is to be handsome. Nigga, me personally, I just be rage baiting. For example, I met this girl. She seemed pretty cool. The only problem was I met her during pilot school. When you're in pilot school, obviously you fly planes. I was traveling a lot for school. So much that I was like in a different state every week. Obviously, when you're flying planes into airports. When you're at airports, you see a bunch of planes and private jets. I was taking pictures of these private jets because I like planes. Duh. So because I was doing so much traveling, because I was a pilot, I was taking these pictures, and I'm handsome, she must have thought easy lick. I guess she came to the conclusion, this nigga ATM. So we hung out a few times. One day, after our second hangout, she texted me and said she was short $2,000 for rent and she needed it from me. I said, 2,000 from who? You short a whole Jordan Pauline? If you niggas didn't get that, that was a Ty Leo. Oh, never mind. One, I'm not a trick or a dummy. It's the 7th. Bitch, you short already? You got 23 more days. And she stays in a studio apartment in Arizona. Bitch, your rent is not more than 2 bands for a studio? It gotta be bad. It ain't that goddamn bad. Then she said, I hate greedy men. I know you have it. That's true. Not for you. Of course, she hit me with the I'm broke. Mind you, she's begging and getting evicted. All that to say, if you don't like a nigga, at that point, you might as well throw a Hail Mary. I think, honestly, I do the same thing. Like, if I really don't like a girl, but she got a nice body or she attractive, I tell her I'm trying immediately. At that point, if she feel disrespected, I'm trying to get rid of her anyway. But if she say, yeah, win is a win. So you can't beat it. If you try to get rid of a nigga, just ask him for bread. Like, if he give it to you, win-win. Me personally, I'm not giving it to you. You're going to lose me. I'm going to lose that battle. Nigga, I'm going to lose that test every time. You ask me some bread, you ask me for some bread, I turn into Julius from Everybody Hate Chris.
No, because I'm genuinely convinced that every man that's ever been in love with me is gay as... And I don't even mean that as a diss, alright? I love them right the fact. But I'm just saying, dating me is like as close to dating a man as another straight man could get. I am a woman written by a man. My dad wanted a son. And then on top of that, when my parents split up and I lived with my mom, I was like the man of the house because we didn't have no men. These just the cards I was dealt, you feel me? You know, like, to be attracted to me the way I look, that's not gay. That's fine, all right? But to like me for my personality, to be in love with my personality, gay as... I'm sorry.
I mean, there's so many things that you could be doing right now. And you decide out of all of the things that you can be doing, what you would be doing is talking stupid.
Men are so funny. I told my man, nah, not for nothing. I really feel like Meg Thee Stallion and her man are mad cute. Like, nah, I just think they're the cutest thing ever. My man goes, yeah, Klay Thompson and his girl. Okay.
Klay Thompson and Meg Thee Stallion publicly confirmed their relationship in July 2025, quickly becoming a celebrated power couple. Thompson, an NBA star with a $140 million net worth, and Megan, an award-winning rapper worth $40 million, boast a combined net worth exceeding $180 million. Klay Thompson has a net worth of $140 million. According to Celebrity Net Worth, he is one of the highest paid athletes in the NBA. Thompson's salary in the previous season was $32 million. Additionally, the player earns another $15 to $20 million from endorsements every year. Thompson's career kicked off in 2011 as part of the Golden State Warriors. He played for the team for 13 years before signing with the Dallas Mavericks. It was a 3-year, $50 million contract. During his stay with the Warriors, Thompson earned $9.3 million from 2011 to 2015 and $69 million from 2015 to 2019 and $190 million from 2019 to 2024. Apart from his earnings on the court, Thompson has had his fair share of earnings from brand endorsements as well. The player has worked with brands like Anta, Gillette, and Body Armor. He is the co-founder of a CBD brand, Just Live. It was a joint venture with Alex Morgan. According to sources, Thompson's total career earnings, both from the sport as well as brand collaborations, revolve around $350 million. What is Megan Thee Stallion's net worth? $40 million. Now, honestly and truly, $40 million isn't, that's not shabby at all, to be honest with you. That's great. That's fantastic. She has some other stuff down here that she gets paid. Cheetos, $2 million to appear in a commercial. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Also securing a $1 million partnership with Popeyes. Also fantastic. I'm seeing a trend here that I possibly don't like, but get that bag. They even signed a $3 million deal with Time Inc. to produce a documentary based on her life. Woo! That's good. Also been associated with brands like True Religion Jeans, Amazon Prime Day, and Planet Fitness. I like that. I like that. What I'm trying to say is, it's correct. The way he said it is correct. He's the lead. It'd be one thing if you were talking about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, right? Because Taylor Swift's, they think she's a billionaire. So it's kind of like, but talk about Klay Thompson here.
I would give my left lap for a man that stays home. No friend group since high school, please. No, thank you. But until then, I'll just be in the street.
Sorry to tell you, but if we're outside and my man calls me and tells me come home, tells me he's off work, tells me he's ready to see me, baby, I am gone. I am gone. You better hope. I'm sorry. You better pray that I did not drive us, because baby, my man's it's time to lay up. Matter of fact, come and get me. Y'all can keep the car. Like, my man. I don't care what you call it, what you have to say. That's me.
This man just said dating in this generation is finding, what did he say? Something like a cute girl or something like that, and just paying her bills. Now, I'm so glad he said that, because let's go back to when things were right and when men were right. Dating is a new term, but it was courtship. What is courtship, Destiny? Courtship is dating with intention. You are supposed to meet somebody you like and meet their family and then spend a little time with them. You don't get years. So you spend a little time with them, let's say a couple months go by, and then you ask for her father's hand in marriage. And then, what do? You marry her. And then she moves in with you because that becomes your wife. And of course you're paying all the bills. It's your house. And then women were taking care of their kids or whatever, and you were paying the bills. Now, as a man, you should not be hopping on this app and talking about all I have to do is get a girlfriend and pay your bills. You don't have to get a girlfriend and pay your bills. You need to get a girlfriend, date with intention, marry her, and then it makes sense for you to pay your bills. But I don't know about y'all getting on this app crying because y'all messed up. You messed up. You. I was going to end the video there, but let me just clear up. If you get a girlfriend who's expecting you to pay her bills in the girlfriend stage because she doesn't do things right, then just leave her. But mind you, all of this is choices. You don't have to date the girl who thinks you're entitled to pay her bills. Okay, now have a good day.
A guy in the comments said, what y'all don't take into consideration is the economy isn't the same, and liking someone for a few months isn't long enough to know if you want to marry someone. A lot of y'all's grandmas stayed because they were stuck, not because they were in love. Not really. A lot of these people, maybe some of them stayed because they were stuck, but then you did also have a lot of these ladies that were moving around. I know they like to tell you that women were sitting at home being docile and not saying anything, but a lot of these women were talking. So much so that sometimes they had to be told, hey, why are you talking so much? You can't learn anything because you're talking so much. Stop talking. Relax. Let it go. We're trying to get forward. We're trying to go forward. So women are actually talking. They actually have things to say. And they're actually saying a lot. And they actually have a lot to say so in the household. What I think y'all mean to say a lot of times is women didn't necessarily argue back and forth. The man was the actual leader of the household. And so when the man said, okay, this is going to be the decision on it. All right, that's what your dad said. That's what we're doing. I don't agree with it, but that's what we're doing. Nowadays, modern women have more money. And so they think because I have more money, it means I can be more combative. Not in the spirit of problem solving, but in the spirit of being combative. It doesn't matter whether they have as much money as you. I'm still making some money so I can move back out to where I was. And I'm going to be combative. And I'm wondering why men don't want to be involved with me. I'm just going to chalk it up to they're intimidated. But men are done with that type of stuff. They don't want to be around women who are combative. Women who are well, I'm intimidating to him. No, you're just a headache. I don't want to be around that.
Can I slap the shit out of you? That's disrespectful as fuck. But it'd be wrong if I slap the shit out you,
But
right?
this is where double standards come into play.
And
That's like,
if a lion farted in your path, would you slap the shit out of a lion? No, because you know the lion's stronger than you. Don't hit me. If I'm so much stronger than you, if I'm a man, then don't hit me because your feelings is hurt.
I'm so over dating and just dating black men. Like, I'm over it. Like, black men just can't get my time no more. I've been dating black men my whole life, and honestly, it has gotten me absolutely nowhere but fucked. Like, it is just BS. I'm so over it, y'all. I started dating Asian men out of nowhere. I literally was dating an Asian man for a whole week. We went on dates straight. Courting, gentleman, just everything. Older, established. Like, these black men be on the internet flexing like they got it so good. They got it. They swear they got it. The moment you ask them for some money, it's a problem. It's this, that. Like, why are you out here flexing? But you can't even give me $1,500 off the rip when I ask you, oh, babe, can I have $1,500? Oh, it's an excuse. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna send it soon. Oh, yeah, I got you. Never sends it. Then, oh, something came up, blah, blah, blah. Like, what? I can't ask you for $1,500. Babe, my 2 car seats in the back together are over $1,000. I can't ask you for $1,500.
I am so shocked. I thought that she was gonna give me a detailed explanation on why she doesn't deal with black men. Like, they're argumentative, they cheat or something. You know, they don't give her the safety she needs. $1,500, y'all. I grew up in a Hispanic household where men pay for everything. You understand that. That's how I was raised. That's how I was taught. That's how I was conditioned to understand that men pay the bills, the women cook and clean. That's how it goes. I still don't expect a man to give me money. I have never went out of my way to ask a partner I've had for a big lump sum of money. I understand being like, hey babe, can you get me some snacks? Hey babe, can you, oh, look at this makeup palette, you know, like that. $1,500? Are you serious? In this generation, in this inflation society, are you kidding me? Bro, what? I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Like, I do social media and I work a regular job. I don't want to give somebody my $1,500. Bro, it doesn't even seem like you're a sweet person. It doesn't even seem like if I gave you the $1,500, you're going to be able to double that and then, you know, make it better. Like, there's women out here that you can give money to. They'll start a business. They'll do crypto or trade. I get that. But if he's going to give you money just to give it to you for you to blow it, I feel like you have financial illiteracy problems. Like, you don't know how to handle money. And that's not a good trait to have, in my personal opinion. You're bragging about having 2 seats in the back of your car that are $1,000, so then you pay for it. You just contradicted yourself. You said that men brag about that type of money and don't have it. You just did the same thing and said your car is this much, whatever, and you can't buy it yourself. You can't finance it yourself. Maybe black men don't want to deal with women like you.
Every time I hear her say, it's got me nowhere but D down, but another body added basically to my body count. It's hilarious to me because you're admitting I've been used up, I'm washed up, and now I'm trying to do what every other woman is doing, deciding to turn from my ways that I've been up to, like the diabolical things that I've been up to. And now I want a man to take me seriously. now I'm going across the tracks to see if I can find a white man to take me seriously. He gonna pay for me laying down with all these dudes. He'll be the same thing if, I'm sleeping around with Chad and Tyrone. And now I want to find a good man to take me seriously. Is this a joke?
Popular opinion, but I'm not taking a trip with anybody I'm not willing to. And by that, I just mean y'all be going on trips with people y'all don't know or people y'all just now getting to know. If you go on a trip with somebody you just now getting to know, prepare to get cracked. Like, I don't know why everybody acting slow.
So I guess I was wrong. I guess you younger men do not like to be in the clubs and you do not like to go out and party, and you're totally fine with dating an older woman who likes to be in bed by 10 o'clock. You're totally fine with dating someone who has literally no interest in being up all night or out all night, and you're fine with someone who'd rather like sit and chill, watch movies, cook dinner at home, or, you know, maybe go to museums and galas and other things like that. I guess I stand corrected. I guess my thought process when it came to like dating younger men was that y'all and I would not align on my life, right? Like, I'm busy, I run multiple businesses, I'm very successful, I got a lot going on. I do not be in these streets I am at home, or I am working, or I am at the gym, but I am never out past like 10 p.m. Like, I enjoy going to bed at good times. I take my health and well-being very seriously. And apparently, that is also the consensus about a lot of younger men. I stand corrected.
But there's a lot of men that do that same thing as well. Y'all just think that y'all do it and no men are doing it. Y'all think that y'all are the only ones that have access to this type of information and this type of success.
I've come to the conclusion that the reason that there's just such a lack of hot straight men is because women are just not as good at pushing a beauty standard onto men as they are onto us and onto each other. Okay, you look at the gay community, they're all hot. You look at the women, they're all hot. You look at the straight men, crickets. Julia Fox said it best, okay? And I think it's because we are just accepting mediocrity and calling it hot. We are pulling most plain men out of the bottom of the barrel and we're being like, yep, no, he's hot, because we're giving him qualities that really inherently aren't that hot. And calling him hot, he just has to check one box. He's 6'3", he's hot. He has a job, he's hot. He hasn't seen the inside of a gym in God knows how long. He doesn't know what a vegetable is and what's up with his face. Guys, come on.
Well, men are rejecting it. They're rejecting it. They don't care about the beauty standard that you have. So, I mean, you can try, but once men don't like it, then they don't like it. And there's not a lot you can do about it.
Okay, I'm going to make it real simple, right? And tell you exactly what I want. Okay, I want you to come over here or me go over there, right? Okay, you on the game. You greet me, whatever. You on the game. I'm reading my book, right? But we still near each other, okay? And then some point in the night, you ask me if I'm hungry. And I will be. So you get me some food, right? And then you notice that my drink is low. So you grab that bitch and you go fill that bitch up, right? And then when you off the game and I put the book down right before we go to bed, you put me down. You see what I'm saying? You put me down real good. And then after that, we snugs. Okay, I want some snugs. All right. And then we fall asleep. Then we wake up the next morning. You wake me up, kisses all over my face, kisses on my forehead, everywhere. Right. And then you tell me I look beautiful, gorgeous, mamas, princess. And then we do it all over again. That's what I want. That's what.
All right, boys. $1 billion on the table here. Yes or no at the end. Okay. Would you, for $1 billion, have your be only 2 inches for like the rest of forever? And I mean forever. $1 billion, 2 inches. Yes or no?
You guys, I'm like actually crashing out right now. Let me give you guys a story time. I can't even. So for the sake of this video, we're gonna call this guy Papas. So today's Friday. This whole week, okay, I always thought this guy was cute at work. I always thought Papas was freaking fine. This whole week, Papas, or at least I thought, Papas had been flirting with me, you know, trying to talk to me more. I think it's because the other ladies at work told him, like, oh, I think, you know, she's single. Maybe I'm just delusional in thinking this. But, so there's a Christmas work party that happened today. So this whole week, he was like, oh, Nicole, you're gonna go, you gotta go, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, this guy likes me. I'm gonna go. Freaking cleaned my car last night. Rushed home and everything to clean my car in case he decided, oh, you know what? I'm gonna walk Nicole when she leaves, like, you know, the work party. So he's gonna see a nice clean car when he walks me to my car. Maybe get his number or something. So today, I ordered homemade bagels and gave it to, like, all my coworkers, including Papas. Gave it to Papas. He gave me a hug, and I was like, oh, it's going down tonight at the work party, at the work Christmas party. I'm so excited. I told my mom, my sister, and all that. I get to the work party 30 minutes early before it starts to, you know, pregame, because I'm so freaking nervous. This guy makes me nervous. Anytime I talk to him, he makes me nervous. I stutter. I freeze. I look like a statue. No guy makes me do that. I think that's why I'm crashing out so much right now. No guy makes me freaking nervous. This one did. So I get to the work party 30 minutes early. I'm pre-gaming. Car pulls up. Nice car. I don't know what it was, but it was black. And then here comes Papas with another coworker. And I'm like, a female coworker. I'm like, no way. Okay, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They're just friends, you know. I'm kind of new here. I am new here. They're cool friends. Okay, cool. So I finished my pregame. Got it right here still. And I walk in. He told me this whole week that he was gonna save me a seat, or even the other coworkers were like, yeah, he's gonna save me a seat. Cool. Walk in, no seat near Papas. I'm sitting at a whole different freaking table, crashing out right there and then. Well, that was my second crash out. First crash out was when I saw him and her walking in together, and they pulled up in the same car. Long story short, even though it's already long, didn't really get to talk to each other. He said hi. I got my buzz going. When I was leaving, he was like, "What? I thought you said we were all gonna hit the bar." And I was just like, no, I'm shy. I ain't shy. I should have said like, well, what's up then? Are we all going to the bar? Obviously, I had to say we all because you guys came together. Not just gonna be me and you. So I left and I'm crashing out. How are you gonna hug me? Don't hug me then. Don't tell me to come. I literally only came here for you. Anywho, I pulled into a random parking lot just to record this video. And to add to that, I was up at freaking 4 in the morning just to curl my hair. It's flat now, but 4 in the morning just to curl my hair. Just trying to look good for this freaking Papas. Oh, crash out. Major crash out. Why is this hurting more? Not even hurt. It doesn't hurt. Why am I crashing out more than an actual breakup?
Sounds like y'all got a little bit of a work situation going on, like where you talk to people at your job and y'all are like friends at the job and y'all are like flirting at the job, but in real life, when y'all go back to y'all's real lives, then it's separate. That's what that sounds like. So, I mean, yeah, maybe you have a valid crash out here. Just leave them alone, I'd say.
I don't know what's more depressing, like being single all the time perpetually, or every single time you give a man a chance, he just turns out to be a addicted man who wants to just use you for your body. Every time. Every time. The latter. And it's really sad.
All you see on the Instagram Explorer page is booty and butt. I'm tired of seeing so much butt. I don't log on to Instagram, bro, to see this much butt. I don't want to see this much booty. Mark Zuckerberg, do something about it. I want to come on here, watch something wholesome, something comedic, something motivational. But no, I got to deal with this soft every single time I log on. And this is not even my Explorer page. One of my friends was just, we're having this conversation about how every time you log on to Instagram, it's like watching, because the algorithm is going to just feed you nothing but women showing off their butt. And then he was like, oh, bro, you should see my Explore page. This is day 1 of one of his Explore pages, okay? I'm going to show you day 2 momentarily. This is day 2 of his Explore page. Could you imagine 2 days in a row? You just want to get on social media, scroll, watch some content, and they just giving you straight butt. This is weakening the mind of men. Like, they're not really addressing this, but I'm telling you, this soft, I get it, sex sells, but men, we have to wake up and realize that the algorithm of social media is killing us. They're feeding us these images of women, and they're making women monetize off of this. And it's just a cycle that we're all caught up in, 360. So now we're just ruining all of civilization because women are being literally incentivized to just show off their body. The algorithm is literally saying, show off your booty, and we're going to put it in front of as many men as possible. They're trying to literally bring us down, gentlemen. Mark Zuckerberg, do something about this, you freaky frog.
Something I find interesting is women will be everything that they make fun of and just not care. You're probably wondering, what do you mean by that? I'll explain. I remember I had this one girl. I wasn't with her, but we were friends. I had this one homegirl, right? We were all sitting down at this shop or whatever, and we was talking, and she was talking about how much she thinks body count matters and how the way you present yourself to the world matters, and you shouldn't be going out with your buns out and you're out all the time. And I'm sitting there listening to him. I'm like, okay, cool, makes sense. When I tell you, not even a year later, she goes out for Halloween just like exactly the type of woman she was making fun of before. Like, she was just talking about how the girls dress on Halloween and how they dress so inappropriate, yada yada yada. And she goes out and fishnets and cooter, just everything was just out, butt cheeks, booty, everything was just out. I'm just like, shorty, that was you. Another shorty I knew, she would talk about, she was like gossiping about this couple and how the girl was cheating on her boyfriend and how messed up that was. Like, why would you ever cheat? Like, that's so messed up, yada yada yada. Just for, again, not even a year later, shorty straight up cheating on her man crazy. Just straight up cheating. Just cheating like crazy. In the same way, mind you, she was talking about how she got her, the girl she was talking about how her friends were covering for her cheating and yada yada yada. And then she did that. I'm just like, what are we doing? And another woman, I remember she was talking about how men are such toxic manipulators and they're cheaters and da 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 da. 40 man call her while she's at my crib. She like, I'm not with no other guys. Like, you're tripping, da 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 da. And I'm just listening right here from my bed. I'm like, but you were with other. I'm like, what? It was crazy. She didn't have to lie. It's not like we were doing anything. We were just friends. We weren't doing anything. Why'd you lie to him? And she's like, you're always accusing me and stuff and da 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 da. And I'm just like, I know I'm sitting right here, and you are at another man's house. Just straight up gaslighting the dude to the point where he apologized. I swear, every time, like, okay, I need y'all to listen to me. When a woman starts, like, judging another woman for something that they're doing, I need you to get a good look at her and be like, she's probably doing exactly what she's saying that other woman that's doing is wrong. Now, whenever I hear another woman, like, talk bad about another woman, I just assume she's talking about herself. Because that's what my experience has been my whole life. Every time you're doing exactly that. Every time a woman says another woman is a problem, she's doing exactly what that woman who is the problem in her mind is doing. It doesn't make any sense.
When these bitches say that they want a provider, what they're really saying is that they want a way out of their life. If they're looking for a provider, they're not doing well. Men need to do better. Why are we plucking these street rats out of the gutter? These bitches are out here looking downtrodden, bro. You show me a bitch that's on social media saying she's looking for a provider, I'll show you a bitch that hasn't cleaned her car out since April. I ain't go, these bitches looking shaky out here, dog. You looking shaky, baby. A lot of dirty foot bitches out here pulling the wool over y'all eyes. Dead ass. Don't let these bitches fool you, dog. You want me to provide for you something that you've never been able to afford, bitch? You got no plan, no path forward. I'm like Publishers Clearinghouse. I'm popping up on porches, checking bitches.
My name is Jubilee. I am 25 and I do have OnlyFans.
How long you been doing that?
Just about like 2 months.
What got you into it?
I lost my grandpa. He's very close to me. I kind of want to go with his legacy and I kind of want to do it for him.
Wait a minute.
You want to do OnlyFans to honor your grandfather's legacy? Was he like a star or something?
No, it's kind of like I've been wanting to kind of like keep his legacy going.
That will be my legacy.
I don't know if I just misheard you. You said that you are...
I don't know about.
Yeah, can you
say it again?
Can you explain how you're honoring your grandfather's legacy?
He was a minister, so he didn't make much money. That's like a way that I thought would help out.
Wow! You said he passed away?
Yeah, he passed away. But
so help
it
him
was
out
just an idea.
beyond the grave? I'm just confused.
You said he was a minister?
Yeah, so he did like weddings, funerals, etc., etc.
Let me get this straight. You started an OnlyFans to pay homage to your now deceased grandfather, who was a religious man and minister.
That doesn't make sense. Do you think your grandfather, do you think he would approve of the OnlyFans? Do you think he would disapprove?
I think he would support me, but...
That's stupid! Use your common sense!
You mentioned that you don't want to bring shame on your family. Do you think it might possibly bring shame on them to do nude stuff? What do you think?
I don't think so. If I go deep down into my mom's opinion about it, she might be open to it. She's a really cool mom, so...
Is your dad still in the picture?
I've never met my dad. Never met my dad.
All makes sense now.
Really?
Yeah, he's out of the picture.
Sorry to hear that.
That's okay. I don't really need a dad. I think I could handle myself.
Sure. Okay, moving on. You also do content, correct? OnlyFans?
Do, man. It's what I do. Got one more shot. It's what I do. It's what I do.
Wow, you're a personal flashlight. You're so winning.
Oh wow, you had a relationship where somebody loved and cared about and provided for you, but you didn't want to dress appropriately, so you left to continue getting dumped. You're in a hotel room, buddy. You know that, right? You're in a hotel room. Humble yourself.
What's the secret?
Don't chase women.
Really?
They'll chase you.
Is that your strategy?
Yeah.
Does it work?
Works very well. You meet a lady, you express to her how wonderful she looks or how you respond to the way she looks or whatever it is, and then go on about the business.
Does it ever
They're
fail?
Curious, you know, they're like horses in a pasture sometimes. You walk into a pasture and the horse sees you. He's coming over to investigate. And if you see a lady and you don't go, drooling all over her, she's going to want to know why.
Any other tips?
You need to have a large amount of respect for ladies. They respond very well to that.
I'll give you some free legal advice. If you ever have a child support obligation against you, which I hope you never do, and you have to pay it and you don't have the money to pay it, like if you're supposed to give her $2,000 a month and you don't have $2,000, don't give her $1,000. Give her $1,226.37. Because then when we get in front of the judge, we can say, Judge, I had $1,000. I borrowed $200 from my cousin. I found $32 under the mats of my car. This is everything I have. Because what people do is if you gave 1,000, why didn't you give 1,001? If you gave 1,500, like if a round number, it just looks like you're foolish. Courts don't always, again, because judges are human. There are some judges, they will put you right in jail. I've had clients let off in orange, where the judge says, look, you got a week to pay this child support, and if you don't, bring a toothbrush when you come back to court, because I'm putting you away. And they'll lock guys up. They have what's called weekend jail, where on Friday after work, you check in and you stay in jail until Monday morning.
And then you get to work during...
So you can work and pay your child support.
Pay attention to this video.
Never trust a woman who gets mad at you for reacting to the damage she's causing. Here's how it works. She disrespects you, crosses your boundaries, maybe even humiliates you. But the second you react, suddenly you are the problem. She flips the script, calls you crazy, too sensitive, or says you are overreacting. That's the game. Make you doubt yourself while she keeps control. This is what narcissistic women do. They hide behind masks. In public, sweet, funny, admired. But behind closed doors, they disrespect, gaslight, and then punish you for daring to feel something about it. That's psychological warfare, brother. You are not crazy. You are being conditioned. And here's the truth. You don't need to fix her. You need to reclaim you, because you can't fix a narcissist. They won't change. The man you were before her, before she broke you down, is still inside you, waiting to rise again. And the moment you stop reacting to her narcissistic control and abuse, the strings go limp. And she doesn't get stronger, you do.
Where are you from?
Serbia.
How's dating different in Serbia as opposed to America?
It's different because you here have some phase in between that you call dating. So me and you now can go out for 6 months. We are acting like we are in a relationship, but we are dating. In Serbia, that doesn't exist. If you're going out for some time, you're already in a relationship. There is nothing in between. So there is no dating. And when I came here, that was the first surprise for me. What's going on? What is dating? So we are not together, but we are acting. We are doing everything the same like we are together. That's the difference.
So there's no talking stage, no preliminary. It's if I meet you and we go out, we're together.
No, there is a talking stage, but as soon as you pass that boundary with someone, you have something with someone, we have to define that. Or it's a relationship or we are done. There is nothing in between. We are seeing each other, but we still can see the other people. No, you're or in or out.
There's a lot of men that don't like it either. It's confusing. I can spend all of my money. We've been going out on 4 or 5 dates. I've spent a good amount of money, and you're still saying, oh, well, I'm still single. You can put a ring on a woman's finger, and she's still out here saying, well, I'm single until I'm married. I just spent $3,000. I just spent $3,000 on an engagement ring and you're still talking like that. Are you crazy? I've been spending all this money. So you're telling me that I can spend thousands of dollars and then you still come up and say something silly like, well, I'm still single until I'm married. What? What?
So she gets to find out firsthand what it's like dating as a man.
So one of my guy friends gave me permission to make a Hinge account for him because I was telling him how easy dating is with dating apps. And he was telling me that it's incredibly difficult. And I was like, Pete, you must be doing something wrong. And he gave me permission to create an account for him and just run the account. I've been a virtual boy for 3 days and I've never felt this bad about myself. I feel like a freaking loser trying to get these girls to like me. And I'm starting to hate women because I'm like, when I say I mean Pete, because that's the account I'm using. Pete's about a 6. But I'm so desperate, I'm liking the 2s and the 3s, and even they won't like me back, Pete, which is a 6. So what level of delusion has entered women's heads? Like, what is going on? It is so difficult dating as a boy. I hate it. I'm on day 3 of being a boy, and I hate women, and I'm more depressed than ever.
Yo, the level of delusion is through the roof when it comes to women on dating apps. But shout out to this chick for even giving it a try, because her whole point was to prove her man's Pete wrong. And you know, women love nothing more than being right, and that's why she said I'm gonna make a dating app, and we're gonna see. And she sees quick that even the 2s and the 3s, that's how desperate she was getting, wasn't even accepting her, because those 2s and 3s have smashed 7, 8s, and 9s, because those dudes smashed 10s and they smashed 3s, and now their ceiling on those 2s and 3s is a guy that's like a 7 and 8, which is delusional as hell. On top of that, as a woman, she seems cute, so her swipes are probably through the roof. She probably got a laundry list worth of people and simps that's ready to date her and do whatever. Not to say that those guys are any substance, but you know, there's still dudes that'll show her attention and all that, and she's thinking it's gonna translate to a dude doing it, and it's not. She finds out firsthand dudes swipe like crazy and hardly get any likes back. You gotta be Superman to even get a date nowadays when it comes to being a dude. And she finds out, she even talks about, I'm hating women, getting depressed, because as a woman, they like to be right, they like the attention. And as playing this dude Pete, who's a 6, he's a 5 is average, so he's above average according to her, and he can't get. Her whole point is to prove him wrong, because chicks like to be right, and she can't do it because the truth is, it's hard dating as a man. The entitled women, the hypergamy, the inflation, the hoflation, it's crazy. And there are good women out there, but on dating apps, it's just not it. So shout out to her. She found out real quick, because it didn't take that long, what it's like dating as a man, and that ain't easy.
What do you know what the opposite of love is?
It's apathy.
Indifference. Apathy.
Yeah, apathy. Yeah.
Yeah. So for a woman to become indifferent, i.e. checked out, right? A lot has to happen. Whereas a man, if he wants to check out, it's like, no, this isn't working. He doesn't consider as much as like, no, I don't want it, and he's out. Women, especially women with children or have a family, they have to consider so many things before they say they want to exit. And they will give their partner, their husband, so many chances for them to redeem themselves, for them to kind of move away from the door to leave. And if men don't see the signs, then they're like, why did she leave? It's her season. It's her mood. It's not. A lot goes into the decision-making process for a woman to leave. And it's often because she feels that she hasn't got clarity and she's not being led by her man.
You mentioned like ladies, they give all these chances. They're giving all these cues. Most of the men are saying they didn't see it, didn't know it was as bad. And I think there's a lot of expectations about mind reading for a lot of men. Because and you see it all the time, men are much more literal. Like things kind of have to just be kind of just spelled out in black and white.
I'm waving a symbolic white flag, okay, ladies? I know I've been hard on you for the past couple days, and I want to have a serious conversation. The reason why I am so passionate about this topic of women seeing men as human and not just the butt of some joke on social media is because I used to be like y'all. I used to laugh at all the jokes and repost the videos. I followed Drew and haha, men suck, yeah. And then I was in a relationship with a man who, for all intents and purposes, was very good to me. And I didn't respect him. And I ended up cheating on him. And I felt terrible for that. And I didn't want to hide behind my emotions or how he made me feel or whatever. I had to put that on myself. I had to take accountability for that. I had to go to therapy for that. I had to realize that I was wrong, and the way that I saw myself in relationships and the way I saw men was not right. So I started talking and really listening to the men in my life, asking them questions, trying to see how they see things, understanding their perspective, watching male content creators, trying to hear them out. And what they said made a lot of sense. And I realized that these women were not being respectful towards men in the same way that they wanted respect from men. And I didn't like that. This all happened with my brain fully developing, so maybe some of the girlies just aren't there yet. But here's hoping that one day you learn to realize, if you haven't already, that men are people too. Just like women can be bad, men can be bad. Just like women can be good, men can be good. And here's hoping we all get to that realization eventually.
Yo, listen to Miss. Listen to her.
Men don't come up to you. Nobody comes up to you in the club. Nobody comes up to you in the club. They be scary as fuck, and I don't understand why.
You really want to know, Miss? You don't remember this show?
Today's show revolves around one simple question. You all think you're so smart. You think you can tell a man from a woman? Can a man ever be as glamorous as a woman? We have 13 beautiful women on our show today. Only the catch is that some of them are actually men. Now, do you think you're going to be able to tell the difference? I mean, you think you know how to tell the difference between a man and a woman, don't you? Yeah. Do you think so? Yeah. Oh, yeah? We're going to try to find out whether you really know or not.
Yo, I swear, we used to be in jail like, oh, I bet you 5 suits. I'm telling you, I bet you 5 suits that's a chick. You know what I mean? Then it'd be like, oh, that's an Autobot? Oh, my God. You be like, damn. Now, that's what y'all competing with. Y'all wear the same birthday makeup that be transforming y'all face into a whole nother person. The same BBLs that the trannies got. That's y'all competition out here. It's nothing wrong with y'all that dudes is not approaching y'all. It's not nothing really wrong. It's just that under that dim light, we can't tell the difference between reality or Autobot. Like, we're not trying to go home with a Decepticon. That's the real reason. I'm telling you. You can ask somebody else. They might have other reasons. But in this day and time, for what I know, dudes be skeptical looking like, you know what I'm saying? See how she looking like, with her makeup? Like, I'm telling you, that might be a dude, man. Watch it. Dudes don't want to take that chance, man. So if you're wondering why dudes is not approaching y'all, dudes is not trying to go home with an Autobot. That's just plain and simple.
Got the ghetto gospel. Oh yeah, got the ghetto gospel.
You need to apologize for buying our son the same Christmas gift on purpose. If you don't return it, he's not getting either.
You know how hard this is for our kid. This is our first Christmas we're not together as a family. And it's bad enough that I had to spend Christmas with him, not on the actual holiday, okay?
Well, but you could have gotten him anything else. I told you weeks ago that I was getting him the Nintendo Switch, and you could have gone out and bought accessories and games and all kinds of other stuff for it, and then let me give him the Switch on Christmas.
That's not the same thing, and you know it. The only thing our child wanted this entire year was a Switch, and you're going to buy it without me? It's like you left me out of the decision. You don't think I want a special moment with our child like you get to get? You're using our son to get at me. I don't owe you an apology. And now you're going to tell our child we can't open up a gift?
Can one parent call dibs on a gift? Like how does that work?
First come, first serve. I told him I was planning this, then that's my gift. You go figure out what you need to get him.
You intentionally bought a big gift, the only gift our kid wanted, and left me out.
It wasn't like I just went out and bought it. I called you and told you that I was planning on getting it, and you didn't say anything.
You didn't discuss it. You told me, and you knew what you were doing.
Why can't he just have one at each of your guys' houses, since he obviously has to spend time at both?
Because Hank did this in a manipulative way, and had he done it differently, maybe the results would be different. I want him to return the gift.
And if he doesn't?
Then I'm not giving him the Switch.
So he gets either.
He's not getting either one.
I don't like the fact that you're trying to tell me what to do in my own home.
All right, everybody, Merry Christmas. You guys know I'm always sharing these co-parenting videos, and I just want to say that there's a strong chance that they're not in a 50-50, because if they were, this wouldn't be an issue for most people. You would just realize that, hey, there just needs to be a Nintendo Switch at mom's house and one at dad's house. More than likely, she knew dad wanted to buy a Nintendo Switch. She's probably trying to one-up dad. And, you know, my guess is that's how the situation played out, and most of the people in the comment section agree. So The child probably gets the gift from dad first and opens the gift, sees it's a Nintendo Switch, excited, opens mom gift, and it's a Nintendo Switch. And he's probably looking at mom like, why did you buy it? Like, didn't you coordinate this with dad? Now, it's stupid because more than likely mom is just trying to one-up dad and trying to, be the one that buys the expensive gift that the child really wants. What they don't realize is when you buy these consoles, the games are expensive. So what mom could have done here was ask her son, hey, what games do you want? Or find out the top rated games for the Nintendo Switch 2 or whatever Switch they bought and buy the games. That's all you need to do is buy the games. The games are expensive. Buy him some games. This never needed to happen. This is a situation where the mom, it seems like she tried to one up dad, but yeah, I'm gonna go through the comments and you'll see most people kind of see that mom's the problem here. I went through the comment section and the comment section says the mom definitely sounds like the problem. Shout out to the ladies for recognizing that. The next comment says dad's side, and the third comment says, so she's going to punish the child because she can't manipulate the dad to do what she wants. Yeah, great mother. Yeah, that's crazy. We see who the problem is, but man, when you're dealing with somebody like this, you got to come up with your own solutions. And in this situation, I think it's 2 Nintendo Switches or fine, buy the Nintendo Switch and I'll buy the games. It is what it is.
She wants to be the hero. She wants to be the hero. I've seen this before where the woman, really honestly and truly, I've seen men do this as well, where the other parent will, go do something huge for the child, trying to win their affection over, and you haven't been doing anything. Let me tell you something. Kids notice. Kids are going to notice that you're a trash parent. So, Dad, I understand you're upset about her going and buying the Switch because she wants to be the hero. Let her do it. Let her do it. Let her continue to do all of these grand gestures. But if you stay stable, that don't mean that you don't have to buy your child anything. But with the way that mom acts, she's going to see, oh man, dad is more stable. Yeah, thank you for the Switch. I'm going to take this Switch over to dad's house. But you're crazy, man. I can't trust you. You're mentally, you're emotionally unstable. I don't feel safe around here. And they're going to be out your house more and more.